Hello, everyone. Welcome at this Ontrack podcast. We are a new podcast beginning here. I'm Jeske. I am from the Netherlands and I just started watching Formula One in 2021. So I'm still new to this sport, but I'm really happy to be joining this community.
Yeah, I'm Nicholas. I'm 14 years old from Germany. I'm watching F1 since quite a long time. A few years it's been already. Yeah, my favorite driver is George Russell, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm Lara. I'm from Germany, just as Nikki is. And I support Vettel all the way.
Okay, so first we're going to talk about the race start. This race in Bahrain was crazy. So, what do you guys think about it?
Yeah, well, it definitely was a great start, and well, it was the first time we saw the cars not being sandbagging all the time like we saw in testing, and actually see good data which we can carry for the full season. But the race was pretty entertaining, and it also showed how good the new regulations worked compared to last year.
In general, I think the race was better than I expected it to be. It was really fun to watch.
So the lap battle between Max and Charles, the overtakes were crazy at some point.
Yeah, but it was also clever playing from Charles by actually going only into 7th gear and braking earlier, so Max overtakes him, so he gets the DRS for the next straight, so he can back overtake him.
Yes, it was crazy.
Yeah, but then in the moment he locked up, Charles knew he won the battle, because Max had a flat spot tire probably, and also was pretty much off pace because of this. And yeah, so Charles was just ahead of him and could carry it on to the end of the race.
Yes.
Just imagine this battle lasted like 3 laps. That's insane.
It is. I really didn't expect it to happen.
Yeah, it's pretty much like last year when we had this insane battle at the end. But last year was just Max was gaining on Hamilton, but not like there was no overtaking. But this year we had like overtaking every lap between them, which was super insane.
Twice every lap, like Verstappen and Leclerc.
Yeah, but talking about overtakes in general, but we can also talk about the middle field where pretty much fighting was pretty much all of the race. Like the brakes didn't only work at the front; they worked all over the field. Like the back had so many battles. They probably didn't even show in the live TV coverage.
There was so much going on everywhere, actually.
Yeah, and also like after a few laps, it did take. Like in last year, we had like after 10 laps, the last one was like almost overlapped. This year, it was like after 10 laps, it was pretty much 20 or 30 seconds only from last to first, which is like nothing compared to last year. Which was
that's true, yeah.
Kind of insane, bro.
So, the first the first car that got taken out of the race, Gasly, he was on fire. What do we think about that?
Yeah, so hydraulic issues. So it basically kind of shows how Red Bull's cars, like AlphaTauri and Red Bull, don't have the best reliability. Also, Yuki Tsunoda today in FP2 at the end having issues with the car. Yes. I think it shows how bad the Red Bull reliability actually is, and I think it could be a problem over the season. And even if they have to take a new engine for Saudi Arabia, so they get a grid penalty later, like if they use another engine already.
Yeah, so if they would do it right now, it will be really early in the season. It's only the second race.
Yeah, I'm currently checking if they actually changed their engine for this event.
That would be crazy if they did. So, did we expect that Gasly will be the first one to got taken out of the race, or who do we expect to get taken out first?
I actually would say Guan Yu Zhou. I don't know why I expected this, but I said in F1 Play, for example, that he would be it.
Normally, I would set him too, but because he's a rookie.
Yeah.
But it's like new cars for everyone, so I don't know who I thought would be out first, because everyone like has to get used to them. with the new cars, but I probably would have said Hülkenberg because he didn't had like the test sessions with the car.
Yes, he did actually pretty well for the time that he knew that he will be in Formula One.
Yeah, he was doing a pretty good job, and I think this weekend in Saudi Arabia he's probably gonna be even more better because
Yes.
he drove the car once before.
Yes. That's true. That's totally true.
Because Red Bull topics to change the engine, nobody changed anything yet, except from Bottas, who got a new his second control electronics on his car for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
Okay.
So Red Bull is driving with the same engine as in Bahrain.
Maybe they found something there, or don't know. They take the risk.
So as I've read, they've found a solution, but I'm not too sure if it actually helps pretty much. So I guess we'll see.
They did. Red Bull did say that they could fix the problem, so maybe they didn't change it because of that.
So do we want to get to the next point, the safety car caused by Pierre Gasly's hydraulic issues?
Yes. I don't know really what to say about it. Because, yeah.
So everyone coming into the pit, except from, I think it was only Mick Schumacher who stayed out, which probably cost him points at the end.
Yeah, I think because I don't know who it was, but someone changed his tires before the safety car, and then the safety car came out. So
yeah, I don't know, but Schumacher was on mediums, I think, and pitted a bit more behind like this. But it probably cost him points not pitting on softs because he ended up in P11. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be a good decision for him to go in the pits, but he didn't eventually, so yeah.
Yeah, I think with new softs he probably could have got points.
Yeah, maybe they will bring it back to the next race, to this weekend.
The safety car restart. Max comes to the inside of the last corner, tries to overtake it, but because of the problems with his steering, where he got under the safety car, and also probably before, he had issues with restarting, so lost a lot of time, and Carlos Sainz actually almost overtook him. It was like lap 49.
Yes.
And yeah, so not much happened at the restart, except from the almost overtake of Carlos Sainz. Lap 52, I think it was. Carlos Sainz is about to overtake Max Verstappen. On the 30th, so, or on the second, expect without the start-finish straight, Max's car starts to blink red. Carlos Sainz overtakes him, and on the entry of the last corner, Max's car gets super slow, and everyone overtakes him, and he just tumbles back to the pit lane pretty slow, and retires the race.
Yeah, did we expect it to happen?
I think, I expected it after he said he had issues. I didn't think he would finish the race.
Alright, and you, Laura?
I don't really know what I thought. I had like this feeling, like Niklas said when he said he had issues, but I thought like everything is going well and he can like get his car to the finish line, but he didn't, and that broke my heart a bit. Even though I'm not that much of a Verstappen and Red Bull fan, but it was still sad to watch.
Yes. I think if they would have retired the car, it wouldn't be this late of the race. That would be more in the beginning or in the middle of the race. Not like 5 laps before the end.
Yes, and then like Paris, same thing, or not even. I don't know if it was exactly the same thing, but I definitely didn't expect that to happen. I saw him spinning and I thought, I don't know, he like maybe touched Hamilton a bit or Hamilton touched him. But then I saw the replay and I was like, maybe it was his own fault. And then I heard it was something with the engine, and I definitely didn't expect it that.
Yeah, so but this kind of spin is mostly just the engine. It looked like it just turned down by turning, and then just the rear just came across. You can't really do anything if the engine turns down and this happens.
No, that's true.
Did you see the picture of him standing next to his car while the other cars were on the cooldown lap, and he was just standing around there next to his car while the others were going like through turn 1?
It's like looking at the other cars, be like, I can read between that.
Oh yes, I saw that.
Picture looked hilarious.
Was it like the picture with his hand on his hip and just like waiting?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen it, but I think
But-
I saw something like that.
But the best thing for most of the people who aren't Red Bull fans was the Ferrari double win. Carlos Sainz overtaking Max Verstappen, making it a 1-2 for Ferrari. The last one since a big lot of time. I have
think
no
what,
idea when the
Singapore?
last one was.
Probably
Singapore 2019.
Like Seb's win, and then Leclerc was second.
I'm actually not too sure.
I think that was the last.
Was
it was
a
the last
double?
win of Ferrari.
Yeah, that for sure. I will check it real quick. Yeah, it was a double win actually. And on P3 it was Max Verstappen. Also, this was the last Grand Prix, which was led by an Alfa Romeo, and it was from Antonio Giovinazzi. Just wanted to say this.
Yeah, I think like in the end of the 2019 season, there was like Ferraris with Ferrari drivers with the leading laps, the Red Bulls and the Mercedes, and then there was Giovinazzi with like 3 or 5 or 15. I don't remember like leading laps.
It was like 5 or something. I'm not too sure. He didn't pit. He raced like overcutting race. I remember this. He was like, I think a Williams or something behind him on P2. Yeah, but what actually happened at the Red Bulls to DNF so late in the race? It was fuel system problems for both Red Bulls and also hydraulic issues for Pierre Gasly and the AlphaTauri, like the daughter team. Yes.
Yes.
But what we didn't really talk about yet. Kevin Magnussen. That replaces Nikita Mazepin just ahead of the Bahrain test. And getting P5 in the Haas.
That was amazing. That P5, I don't think anyone would have guessed that will happen.
I mean, like,
Definitely
even
not.
without the Red Bull DNF, it would be P7 still, which would be still insane for them. I mean,
Even
like,
for an Haas.
yes,
Last year they didn't even get points, and the first race they
yeah.
got P7, P5.
So, like, Haas getting a bad 2020 season with barely getting points. The 2021 season with 2 rookies. One of them was Nikita Mazepin.
Yeah.
The best result was P13 in Baku, which was an absolute chaos race. So, where Nikita Mazepin almost killed Mick Schumacher, but this is something different. So, P5 is like how Grosjean said in Australia 2017 or 16, I don't know. This is a win for us.
That's definitely a win for them.
Yeah. I was just looking at the Constructors Championship right now. I know it doesn't say anything yet, but Haas in 3.
And in third position, that's I was looking at on Sunday and I was like, Haas on third position? Like, what happened?
In the beginning of the season, like a few weeks ago, I would never have guessed that Haas will be number 3.
I thought Mick Schumacher would be better than Kevin Magnussen, but I think Kevin Magnussen changed his driving style via his F1 break, pretty much.
Yes, I think so.
He was like more aggressive, I think, before that.
Yeah, he was definitely.
It's like Verstappen was a few years ago.
It still is.
Do we think that Magnussen and Hülkenberg will be going against each other again?
No, I don't think so. I saw a picture of like this driver picture they made on the main straight where they were talking pretty nicely. I don't know if you saw it, but
I don't think I saw it, no.
it looked pretty ironic if you remember the 2016 Spa scene. I think it was. That was
I
not
don't-
Spa.
I don't think they will be like best bros.
No.
Mostly
but-
because Hülkenberg won't race this whole season, but I think they will get it along with each other.
But it's
Alright.
pretty funny that we expected to see Magnussen and Hülkenberg at the paddock at the first race in 2022.
I would even never have guessed that it would happen. But it is, and I'm excited. So,
Yeah, definitely insane.
so I
So
think this will be the end of the podcast.
not yet. We still
not
have
yet.
the
I'm sorry. I'm
Mercedes
sorry.
engine, which is pretty bad. Williams and McLaren are both at the back. They already were like 2018, where McLaren and Williams had a bad year, and they're back there in 2022. So is it because of the car or because of the engine? So both of them have the Mercedes engine power train, and also Mercedes was not on point, even though Hamilton somehow finished on the podium by Red Bull DNFing, but
Yeah, I thought that at least like George Russell and McLaren in general would be more high up. Because if we look at McLaren 14 and 15 right now in the Drivers' Championship, and in the Constructors they have 0 points. That's kind of crazy if you see where they were standing last season.
and also 2020 where they were preferring the constructors.
Yes, definitely they did get a step down, and I really hope they get up again.
Even though Ricciardo won in Monza, I would say when Carlos left the team and Ricciardo came to the team kinda went down.
Yeah, if you say that, if I think about it, it is true.
But also, Carlos made the perfect move to go to Ferrari. 1 year where they were midfield, P3, which was good for them after 2020.
Yes.
And then, no, like he knows the team already. And then comes to the year where they have a championship winning car. And also, they let them race each other. So I think Carlos Sainz made the perfect move to go to Ferrari.
Yes, he definitely did.
And yeah, well, Lando staying there to 2025 for McLaren, I think.
I believe it was 26 or even 28. No,
I'm
wait,
not too
no,
sure.
28. I think 26.
I think 28 was the year until like Bahrain stays in the calendar to 28.
Oh yes, of course. Oh.
But still, it's way too long for Ferraris if McLaren doesn't change anything now. And they will be back markers for the time when Lando is there. I think he will just leave the team.
I think it will be the most. It will be the best thing to do for him if they stay like this for like 2 seasons more, because he does need to grow because he's a great driver.
Yeah, and I think teams know that he's a great driver. So reliable.
I just hope that McLaren is going to be improving and getting better results. So I don't know. They're like in the midfield again and can fight for maybe even podiums like they did last season.
I think points would be good already for McLaren right now.
Yeah, first of all, and then the podiums, and then the wins, and then championship. After constructors that was the
Constructors.
constructors championship, and then after that the driver championship.
Yeah, but our rookie of the year, the only rookie, Guan Yu Zhou, scored points in his first Grand Prix for Alfa Romeo, ending up with a P10, right ahead of Mick Schumacher.
I would
Opinions
have
to him?
never have guessed it, that he would get points in his first ever race in Formula 1 in his new car.
Yeah, was insane.
He did really good.
I think he was not too bad. He did a good job. He did a good job as a rookie. And he also deserves the title of Rookie of the Year. But the
You
thing
kind
is,
of already got it.
Who else should get it? I mean,
but I think we shouldn't overhype him too much like Tsunoda last year, where
True.
Tsunoda got points in the first race, but then crashed out on Imola qualifying, and then just had a bad season. Expect from like 2 races after this.
Well,
he only had one race. I don't think you can say that much of it now.
Yeah, but I don't think he will be performing on this level all season. Will be pretty much like a Tsunoda, I think. So yeah, I think that's everything we wrote down.
yeah, I think as well.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode of the Ontrack podcast, the Formula One podcast here on YouTube. Yeah, hope we see you next time when we will talk about the race in Saudi Arabia. See you then.
Yes, thank you for listening, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.